off here to his running back. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Again, he finds an opening. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Here's Wilson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10, it's Wilson again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
Cousins being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Doug Baldwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's able to put it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Cousins rolling to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A handoff as they run the counter play. And now running right through it. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, zebra. Got 4 down. Watch 35.
A give. This is Cook. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is now 24. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Left. Check.
They go play action. Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
4 down. Ringo. Watch the edge.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Black. Spurs.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. To the air again, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. A toss to Cook, and he is knocked down from the side. Around the 37. No gain on the play there, second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cook running right. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Right on the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Single. Got 20, steal that. Steal that. Here we go. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now it's Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Janikowski now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Cousins. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Wilson to throw again. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.